All right, so um, uh, first, I'd like to go over the treble clef. Let's go skip some pages. All right, here. So um, the one at the top is called the treble clef, and the one at the bottom is called the bass clef. I just want to go over the treble clef first because that's generally what is used more. So the most important note that we need to know is middle C. And middle C, just like the name sounds, is in the middle the of the bars. And basically, you can think of it as like a dotted line. You can think of it as a dotted line that is going through here. Sorry if it looks really messy. I'll try to use like the line tool, I guess. Let's see here. All right. And notes on this line. Oh, whoops. On this line, our is middle C. Generally, we don't write it up here, but I'm gonna put the note here for now, just so you have a better understanding of how middle C works because it's in the middle of the piano. So there are basically a couple of key notes that you need to remember on the treble clef. But before I get to that, I just want to talk about like the notes like in order. So like I just mentioned, uh, here is middle C. And then what's one note above C, Brenia?
B.
That's one note below C, above.
Oh. Um. Is it F?
Okay, I have a really easy way for you to figure it out. So, oh, just a second. Try to get um my stream ready. Uh, yeah, sorry about that. I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty here. Okay, so basically, think of it as like the alphabet. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. However, it does not go past G. After it hits G, it goes back to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Get it? So it loops. It goes in a loop. So
Yeah.
what's after? What's no? I mean, what's below A then?
G.
Yeah, very good. So what's above G?
It's A.
Okay then. So now that you know this, what is above C?
It's A.
Look again. Here is C. Which one's above it?
Oh. G. I mean A. I mean yeah, G.
G? Are you sure about that? Where is G? G is
No,
over here,
it's A.
right? G is over here, and C is over here. The one right above C is D, not G,
Oh.
right? So what's under C then? What's the note right under C?
Um.
If D is the one right above it, then this one is the one below it. What's this one called? It's right here.
B.
Very good. So if we use the same logic we use over here, which note is this? This note is one step above C.
Above.
Yeah. See?
It's D.
Very good. So think of it as this. It goes up like this. Notes go up like this. And if it's like this, it's like going down. So going up, I mean the one that's like physically like step. Think of this note as a stepping on top of the C. So that's what I mean when I say on top of. So let's just keep going. Um, which one's this note? One step above of D.
E.
E.
Yeah.
All right. So what's above E?
F.
Very good. Above F. Think about your alphabet. A B C D E F.
And then G.
Yep. And then what's after G?
A.
And then remember what I said about how it doesn't go after A? It resets. So what's after A in this case?
B.
Yeah. B. And then, yep, just like before, after B is C, after C is D, after D is E. All right. So now that we got all the notes right, I just want to make sure that you can count the notes going downwards as well, not instead of just going upwards. So um, what's this note? Um, this note, I'll tell you first, is E.
Like the one above it.
No, no, no. So this note is E. So what is this note?
Is it D?
No. So here's one thing you should keep in mind. You might think that only these ones are notes, but then there's actually a note on the line as well. On the line. So um, this one's E, and there's a line in between them. So you skip one note. So E, D, and what's under D?
Under D.
Yeah,
It's C.
right. So this note is C. So it's C because, like I said, think of there as a like a note in between there, because every line there's a note on this as well. So let's try again. So this is C. Then what's this note?
Um, A.
Right, because you skip one note and you go down. That's very good. Then if this is F, then what's this note?
D.
Going up. Remember? Yeah, going up.
G. Actually,
Uh,
not G, not G. A.
very good, very good. A. And one thing to remember is there's a little cheat. So here we just went over that this note was A. This note was A, right? And because they're on like the same space, same white space, A is always the same. This note will always be A, same as these. These will always be C, D, and E. So that won't change. Um, okay. So now I'll tell you how you can figure out which note is which without me having to tell you. So, like I said before, one note you have to remember is the middle C. And after the middle C, the hard way is to count up one by one, like C, D, E, F, G. That'll be really hard because for every single note on your piano, you have to count it one at a time, and it'll take a very long time for you to play a song. So one tip I can give is this note. Um, do you know what this note is if you count it one by one?
Um, Then what's the bottom one? Oh, C.
Oh, okay. Remember the one with one line across it is always the middle C. Like the one on the blank space. You see how there's no lines here, right? There's like no
Yeah.
lines. Yeah, if it's on a blank space with one line across it, then that's the middle C.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So think about it. There's a note here. There's a note here. There's a note here. There's a note here, and there's a note here. So for these two notes are the same. What are those two notes if you count in the order?
Okay.
So this is the note that we're starting on. See? So counting
Yeah.
up. See, there's one, two, there's one, two, three, four. Four notes up, right? So what's four notes above the C?
E, G, B, and A.
What's the last note it lands on? Ignoring the ones in between.
Oh. Like which one?
The fourth one, because there's four. If you want to go to this note is the fourth one from
Oh.
the middle C.
Like you want to know the fourth one?
Basically how it was before, right? The question was, what is this note? And then basically this is middle C, right? And there is one here, one, two, three, four. This note is four notes above the middle C. So what is that note?
Is it G?
Yeah, it is G. Because if C is a starting point, we go up by one, which is D, up by two, which is E, three is F, and four is G. Right? So this
Yeah.
note is G. And one way you can remember it as is on the treble clef. So this is the treble clef. This thing. See? This. That's called the treble clef. All right. So why that's important, why this thing is important is uh, you see on the middle squiggly line, like this circle, where does the tail end on? Like this part.
Um.
It's on
And
it's on this line, right?
yeah.
It's on this line. So if you're trying to figure out a note, then just try to find the starting point of the treble clef, which is
Oh,
here.
it's G. Is it G?
Yeah, it's G. So in the future, oh, there's stuff on here. I guess I'll just erase it. Here. So if I do this, then how do you find this note again?
You have to look at the lines.
Yeah, so using the trick I told you about,
Is it
how
C?
no. Middle C is not there, remember?
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like this, right? So using what I just told you earlier, what's like that trick that you could look at the drawing, this drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so where is like the starting point, like over here?
Is it the one that's the bottom?
You see how it's like this part of the treble clef,
Yeah.
this part of it is like resting on top of one of the lines, this line. And then on the previous page, I showed you how this was G, right? This note here is G, and it's right on top of the treble clef over here. So this one is G. Well, why is there so many drawings on here? I'm gonna erase them. I think this was from last week. Actually, I think I changed the color a bit so it's easier. Do you see the part I drew a circle around?
Yeah.
So which one of the lines is it resting on?
It's resting on G.
Yeah, it's resting on G. So this is G. All right, so one thing you just need to always remember is that middle C, I'll write this out. D, E, F, G, and then A again. Oh, whoops. A, B, and then it goes on and on. So before we can go into anything else, I just need to make sure that you can actually read sheet music, because that's the basis of, I guess, music. If you can't, like, how can you write a story, right? If you can't even like read what you're writing. So, um, again, the most basic note that you need to know. Who just joined?
George, I think.
Yeah. Hi, George. Do you think you can unmute your mic? Oh, you just closed your camera. I guess once George uh, is ready, then I'll talk to him. Then yeah, so the most important note that I need to remember was this one, right? And what was this one called? Oh, she left the meeting. Wait. Hi, Brenya. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was glitching.
It's okay. So what was this note again? The most middle C, right? All right. Then this one step above it.
D. E.
And then how about I skip one?
Is it G?
Yes. And I skip another one then.
B.
Yay! Yes, it is B. And then one step above B.
C.
And then two steps above C.
F.
C, D, E, right? 2 steps above it. So so here is D, this is E, not F, but very close. You just skipped one extra note. So what's this one then?
F.
Yeah. And one note above F.
G.
Okay, very good. So how about I draw out this very simple song. Here. Oh, I don't need to do that. I'll just make it. I'll just keep them as whole tones because I haven't taught that yet. So um, before I play it out on like an online piano, can you name this note?
It's A.
Oh, very close. It's one above A. And the way you can figure that out is because remember the note that's resting on top of this little part of the treble clef? What was that note again? Do you remember?
G.
Right, yeah, right. There's a G. So this one is really close to G, right? It's one,
E.
two steps above G.
Oh,
So what's that?
is it C?
You want one step extra again. Just two. Just
Oh,
two.
oh, B. B.
Yeah, it's B. So now that you know B, it's very easy to figure out the rest of them. So what's the one right below B?
C.
Below, not
Oh,
above.
below A.
Yep. And then can you tell me if this note is above or below A?
It's above.
Why is it above?
Because it's pointing to the to the to to the line thingy.
It's not above, right? Think of it very simply, okay? On these two notes, one here and one here, which one is higher?
Um,
This is one, this is two. Is one
one.
higher or is two better? One is higher, right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly the same two notes over here, right? One and two, same as these. So is the one below A higher or lower? Is this one higher or lower?
Like G or A.
Like this one is A, remember? This one's A, this one is A.
Yeah.
And so is this note lower than A or higher than A?
Lower than A.
Right? Because on the line, it's one step below it. So it's lower. So what's one step below the A?
G.
Right. It's G. And we go back one step above. So what's one step above G? It's the same as this one.
A.
Yep. A. And then the final note we need to know. What's one step above the A?
Above is B.
B. And there's three the same ones. So there's three B's. All right. So now I'll play this little, I guess, little bit on like an online piano because I uh can't really just record my piano. So do you see this?
Yes.
All right. So this is just um it's just a piano, but it's like on Google. And then it was the notes were B-A-G-A-B-B-B. So those were the notes. And then how it sounds like is, does that sound familiar?
Huh?
Does that sound familiar?
I couldn't even hear it.
Oh, there's no sounds. Okay. My screen sharing got paused. Let's see, I'll stream again. Can you hear the piano?
No.
No. Uh, let's see. How do I sharing? Oh, whoops. So you actually couldn't hear the like sound, right?
Yeah, I couldn't hear.
Yeah. I guess I'll just try one more time. That doesn't really work. Oh, there it is. Can you hear this now?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay, now you can hear. Okay, good. So, this was the thing that I drew earlier. Does that sound familiar?
No. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so that was the 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 notes I drew earlier on the sheet music was the opening part of Mary Had a Little Lamb. So I guess that is I guess the easiest song you can learn on the piano. Um, yeah, and I saw that Mia also joined the call. Mia, do you want to turn on your camera and say hi? If you don't want to turn it on like later, you can always close it. But I just want to see like if you're actually here. Okay, you wave your hand. That's good. Hello. All right. And George, what grade are you in? Okay, grade 5. All right. So how long have you been learning whatever instrument you've been learning? Piano or whatever? Oh, so you're just starting then. If you're just starting, press 1. I just want to confirm. And if you already play piano or you know about it, press 2. So 1 if you know, if you don't play, if you like just starting out, and this is if you already know how to. Okay, all right. I'll just assume that you're so. I actually need to know. So George, have you played piano or learned music before? You can type it in the chat. Okay, whatever. Oh, you don't play piano? What other instrument then, if not piano? Oh, okay. So I guess this is your first time learning about music then, right? Oh, you play soccer. Nice. I used to play soccer too, but then I wasn't the best. So like after 3 years, I just stopped playing. Mia, do you play any instruments? And what grade are you in?
No, I'm grade two.
Grade two, and you're just starting off, right? You never learned any instrument or music before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's actually only 15 minutes left of class because class started a bit late today, and you guys joined almost when class was already over. So I'll just go over what we have already went over because before you learn anything about music, you always have to learn how to like read the notes first. So Mia, let me ask you, do you know what music theory is?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, okay. So music theory, also as well as George. Okay, let me just first give you guys like the explanation of what music theory is. So before you learn how to play any instrument, just like how before you run, you need to learn how to walk, right? And this um, music theory is like the language behind music. Um, like how your just like how your native language is like second nature to you. For me, right? I learned Chinese first, so as well as English. So both of them, I guess. So when I speak Chinese or English, I don't have to think about it. Right? It just naturally comes through my mouth, and I guess that's like the same for everyone here too, right? When you speak English, you don't think like exactly, oh, how do I say this? How do I say that? It's like natural. You can use it without having to like think.
Diamond.
And then music theory is like the same thing, but for music. Um, by understanding music theory, like you can understand how songs are written. You get to know like rhythms and how songs and melodies work together. And eventually, after learning enough about it or devoting enough time to learning about it, um, it just comes without thinking. Okay, so um, there's 7 notes uh, in in like just music. 7 main notes that you need to remember, and there's a pretty easy way of uh, memorizing them. So, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So Mia, not Mia, sorry. Brenia already knows this because I just taught her it this class, but we'll be focusing on the treble clef today. This is called the treble clef, and this is the bass clef. Oh, sorry, bass clef. And to me, treble clef is easier because you deal with it more often. So here, there there are 7 white keys um, in like what on a piano. And you might think, right? Wait, no way. There's only 7 white keys. I can see that there's so many more on a piano. There's like, but then what that means is that there's 7 notes on the piano that are like the same. Some of them might be higher sound. Some of them might sound lower, but the notes are still the same. And here, the most important one of those notes is called middle C, and it's called that because, like over here, it is basically exactly in the middle of a piano. That's why it's called the middle C, and it's outlined in purple over here, so you can see it more clearly. And this note on the piano is translated um, onto the sheet music here. Sorry, it's, it's not the best line. You can color it in if you want, but yeah, this note is the same as this note, and you count one step up to go if you want to find this one. And basically, the notes are named after like the alphabet, right? And there's note A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. These are the seven notes. So if you're wondering what comes after G, it restarts. It goes back to the A. A, B, C, D, dot, 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 like all over again. So I want to show you guys what those notes sound like first, because just so you guys have like a better understanding of it. I'm gonna share my screen. You guys see the piano? You guys see the stream and hear the sound? Brenya or anyone, just say yes if you can.
I can hear it.
Hear it.
Okay, so middle C, you see how they labeled it with a dot. This is middle C. And then the one above it is D. And then E, and then F, G. So these are the main notes. So that's like one scale. And the seven notes, you see how there's C here, right? But there's another one that looks the same. Um, one's just higher and one's just lower, but you can kind of tell that they're still the same note, right? And just like how those two are the same note names, but then they are just higher and lower sounding, there's also D and then another D. They sound almost the same, just one's higher and one's lower, and they both have the same name. All right. So by looking at like the red letters here, you can see, just like I said, after after it goes to G, there's no H note. H doesn't exist as like a note. It goes back to A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G. So A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G, and it just repeats. And right now, because you guys are just starting, I'm not gonna talk about these ones. Those are called the black notes, and we'll get to that next class if you guys come. Um, there's that's I guess all the time I have to teach you because there's only 5 minutes left of class. And I just want to get to know the two students better. So George, what school do you go to? Bay Ridge. Let's see, where's Bay Ridge? Oh, he lives in Surrey? Oh, cool. I have a couple of friends that live there. And Mia, what school do you go to?
Homeschool.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that really clearly.
Homeschool.
Oh, you're homeschool? Oh, that's weird. Oh wait, that's actually cool. Get to learn from home. Um, yeah, I guess if you're homeschooled, then learning an instrument is pretty fun because yeah, you can play some music while you're at home. Um, do you guys have any hobbies? I know that George plays soccer. Do you have anything else that you're interested in, like video games, art, anything?
I'm interested in math.
Math? That's a very good interest because once you get older, you're gonna be you're gonna have to do a lot of schoolwork and study. And if you like math, then learning math, which is generally like a harder subject, will be easier. So that's a good interest. And Mia just told me that she likes drawing and art, and I can actually relate to that because I've been learning art since I was like very young. I'm turning 15 this year, so I'm only 14 right now. Probably pretty old compared to you guys, but then um, I've been learning art and how to draw since I was like 4 or 5, and my mom uh, just been taking me to drawing class, and I really liked it. So I can understand how you like drawing and whatnot. Um, George, do you have any hobbies other than playing soccer? Video games, nice. What games do you play? Minecraft or pretty sure Minecraft's like pretty popular lately, and yeah, all my friends are playing Minecraft. Oh, Roblox and Minecraft, nice. Roblox, I have a lot of memories with Roblox, and I recently started playing it again. Oh, basketball. Basketball never really stuck with me. It's pretty cool that you like playing basketball because um, I've always liked playing it, right? But I was always so bad at basketball, so eventually I just stopped playing it because uh, people kept making fun of me for how bad I was at playing. So it's good that you like playing it. Um, yeah. So what made you guys come to like learn music theory? Was it your parents just signed you up, or do you guys want to learn music?
My
Um,
parents said I had to try.
oh yeah. So have you like tried piano before?
Yeah,
Yeah. So how are you liking piano?
I know the most hardest song ever.
Nice. What song is that?
Fear Elise.
Fear Elise? Oh, you know how to play it?
Yeah,
Oh, very good. So um, I'm glad to know that. Well, do you like playing piano though? Is it fun for you?
yeah. No, I memorized
Okay.
Fear Elise.
Yeah, that's great. They memorize Fear Elise, but then does like playing it like make you happy, or does it just like make you bored and like you don't want to do it?
It makes me happy.
Oh, that's good. Because if you like learning about something, then you'll always learn it faster. And um, Mia, have you ever interacted with the piano before? Tried playing it and whatnot?
What?
Have you like tried playing piano before? Just like messing around with the keys, playing some notes?
No. Not really.
Oh, not really. Okay, so um next week if you do come to class again, I'll make sure to utilize the online piano a bit more so you guys get to, I guess, try it out and like listen to the sound um, of the piano. So it kind of it's like in your head. And George, have you like interacted with the piano before? Play around with it, play some random notes? No, okay. Well, that's good to know. Now I know what to talk about next week if you guys come to class. And it's currently 8:30, and I'll end class here. And if you guys have any feedback, or if your parents are there with you and want to talk about something, uh, I'm not sure. Just let me know next week or right now. But
Do you know how to do log?
log.
Yeah,
What's log?
it's a math equation.
Oh, log math. I actually don't. What grade is that? What I need to check. What
It's
grade? Level what?
level 10.
Do you learn log logarithms? Oh, logarithms. Oh yeah, I'm learning that right now. Pretty soon.
I already know how to do it.
Oh really?
My
You
friend
must
told me how to do it.
you must be like a math genius then. So okay, let me think. Uh, Here's a simple question. What's 7 times 8?
56.
Nice. So what grade are you in again?
3.
Grade 3, and already memorized multiplication tables. So you've also know how to do like trigonometry and all that stuff too then.
Yeah.
Holy. First time I met a kid that knows how to do so much math and more than me. That's actually crazy. So I think you've basically like finished most of high school math then.
I think so.
So when did you start learning math?
Maybe in grade 1.
Grade 1, and you've already learned logarithms?
No, I already learned multiplication.
So what's like the hardest math you know right now?
Maybe division.
Oh, nice.
Even though I'm already done division.
All right, so do you know how to do like algebra as well?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. See you guys next week if you do drop by again. And thank you for coming today. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.